Demento with bad music and crazy comedy from out of the archives and off the wall, coming to you live on 97.1 KLSX Los Angeles by special arrangement with the Westwood One Radio Network. Rare records and outrageous tapes from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Valentine's Day coming up this week, and won't you be my Valentine? I'll have a half hour of demented love songs starting around 9 tonight, to be followed by, of course, the Funny Five. And in our first hour, anything can happen. You can call the KLSX Classic line. That's something that can happen. And one of us will answer and take your request. Musical Mike is here. Say hello, Mike.
I did.
And Whimsical Will.
Hi.
Shatterproof Cheryl.
Hello.
And Life-Size Lynn.
Hello.
And the KLSX Classic line is 1-800-540-9797. That is 1-800-540-9797. Hey, call louder. I can't hear you. Famous cartoon character and his adventures in Jamaica coming up in just a moment. Funny songs for fun people. The Dr. Demento Show, KLSX. This one's for Lee on 97.1 KLSX. Mark McCollum.
Can't find the automobile anywhere.
Oh, Popeye!
Oh, wow.
I like to get my hands on that Popeye. I'll break every bone in his body. Whoa.
Happy day you Tuesday for a hamburger today. He came on a boat across the sea, Popeye, olive oil, and a little sweet pea, riding on the waves of fantasy. Popeye don't smoke the ganja weed, olive oil and spinach is all he needs. Oh, olive oil.
My love, me olive oil, she is me only loyal. Oh, wow. Olive oil. I don't like the oil that comes from the ground. Olive, she's the best I found. I don't like the OPEC crude. Olive, she's the only lube. Olive oil.
Oh, lay me down in a bed of spinach. Don't you stop until you're finished. Oh, Popeye.
Blow me down.
Oh,
Blow me down.
oh,
Blow me down.
oh.
Blow me down.
never put money down. I'm a credit card inflator. I always buy now, but then can never pay later. I use my credit card too quick. I charge a large supply of flappers. after me with the meat cleaver. I had to have a Lamborghini. Was told I'd have easy payments. Went on trial for killing the salesman. I hope I get an arraignment. Would have put my money in a CD or two, but I didn't. Now all my bills are overdue.
You don't need credit to get
All
credit.
my bills are overdue.
Just a friendly reminder, your account is past due.
Hello?
Mr. Floyd Humberknuckle?
Mother? Is that you?
Mother! No! We're calling because all your bills are overdue.
Oh, no.
And we wanted to get a hold of you before your telephone was disconnected.
Ain't it the truth? Ha, ha, ha. Oh, my bills are overdue. Laszlo and Gary on the Dr. Demento Show. We're coming to you live on 97.1 KLSX. In case you haven't been keeping up with hit singles lately, and I can hardly blame you, that is a parody of the reggae version of the old Temptations hit The Way You Do the Things You Do, and that reggae version was a hit recently for a group called UB40. Laszlo and Gary's version is called All My Bills Are Overdue. Whimsical Will once again expose the highly derivative nature of much of today's Top 40 in his Demented News Copycat Corner coming up very shortly. That gnarly blues before that, well, that was Woke Up This Morning by Fish Karma. Mark McCullum opened with Reggae Popeye, and that little number with the piano and the belching was entitled simply Concerto. And no artist dared take credit for that one. No artist credit of any kind on the label, which is really not all that surprising when you think of it. It is a 45 on the Candy Co. label for you collectors. It was pressed in 1961, and it may have come from Minneapolis. Now you know as much about it as I do, okay? You'll know even more about things after you listen to Whimsical Will. And after he does his thing, I'll have one of the year's nominees for Best Comedy Recording at the Grammys. On 97.1 KLSX.
You have been randomly selected to serve as a juror on the Copycat Corner. Whimsical Will presiding.
Have you ever been up before me?
I don't know, Your Honor. What time do you get up?
The Knack is back with a hot new album called Serious Fun. Listen to the title track. Now, are you thinking David Bowie's Rebel Rebel here? Yeah, thanks to Nat groupie Jovial Joan for that one. The latest from AC/DC called Money Talks. Eccentric Erica Blake Elsinore found himself doing the locomotion to that one.
So come on, do the locomotion with me.
Now the current smash from Warrant called I Saw Red. Check out the verse.
Every day I wake up, I thank God that you are still a part of me.
Shatterproof Cheryl compares that to a 1987 hit for Bourgeois Tag. I don't mind at all.
Time for talking's over now. I guess it's time to let you go.
Patrick Goldstein of the LA Times notes that the rhythm track in Madonna's Justify My Love is actually a 1988 Public Enemy instrumental called Security of the First World. Poor is the singer who steals the rhythm track of another.
Particle man, doing the things the particle can.
Gerald from La Habra called in with a couple of cartoon copycats. First, Particle Man by They Might Be Giants with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
And Gerald found another copycat for Jay Giles' Centerfold we looked at last time, the theme from the Smurfs.
Sing a happy song. Smurf all day long.
Well, that can only mean that the angel in Jay Giles' Centerfold was none other than Smurfettes. Well, I'm Whimsical Will. If you've heard any copycats, please let me know.
You can call William right here on the KLSX Classic line, 1-800-540-9797, or you can write to him here at KLSX, 3580 Wilshire, Los Angeles, California, 90010. Thank you, Whimsical Will. Dr. D here, and now there are those who say everything in music is stolen from the old classical masters, Beethoven, Brahms, and Bach. Especially P.D.Q. Bach, and Professor Peter Schickele has made a life's career out of exhuming the forgotten works of P.D.Q. Bach. He won the Comedy Grammy last year, and he's up for one again with his latest album, Oedipus Tex. And from that album, here is one of P.D.Q.'s, or rather Peter Schickele's latest discoveries from the realms of P.D.Q. Bachland, a classical rap.
So anyway, now hear the sound of the very best rapper for miles around. Yes, I'm the fellow who's where it's at. There's absolutely no denying that. Yes, I'm the apex. I'm the best. I'm considerably better than all the rest. The acme, the zenith, the tippest to the top, the ne plus ultra, the hippest of the hop, the summit, the pinnacle, the highest of the high, the apogee of rappers. That's I. Well, I'm doing pretty well for myself right now. I'm pulling down about 80 thou. My wife makes 40. She's a Vassar grad, and hey, for a woman, that's not half bad. So we're talking six figures here, but there's one thing I want to make crystal clear. I have to laugh and I have to scoff when I hear people calling us well off. Anyone who thinks that we're sitting pretty doesn't know what it's like in the big bad city. You gotta buy your apartment, but the mortgage will be a mere pittance compared to the maintenance fee. To get a light bulb changed in the hall takes 27 men. It's a union call. The doorman, the mailman, the sanitation crew, the parking attendant, and the cleaning lady, too. The super and his helpers, they all get tips. And then we've got to talk about the memberships. The book club, the wine club, the health club fees, the fruit of the month club, and the one for cheese, the opera subscription, the museum and the zoo, the Sierra Club, the ACLU. There's the magazines to which you must subscribe. There's the plumbing inspector that you have to bribe. There's the parking space you have to rent or buy. There's the country house for the month of July. You will never have money. You can never relax with a federal, state, and city income tax, and you can't do your own returns. Oh no, you might end up paying what you owe. Hey, I'm no Bonnie and I'm no Clyde. I'm just trying to get along on the Upper West Side. Now anyone will tell you that you're a fool if you don't send your kids to a private school, and no one living here would even think of trying to get along without seeing a shrink. A yoga class every other day helps chase the subway blues away, not to mention the blues from the doctor bills and the root canals and the various pills. Your daughter takes flute and dancing too. Your son takes piano, guitar, and kung fu. The baby's allergic to cotton, not silk. The cat can only drink gerbil milk. A babysitter here, if she's got half a brain, can make more money than the governor of Maine. Okay, I know, that's not hard to do, but I think my message is getting through. You got a lot to lose, you got a lot to hide when you're trying to get along on the Upper West Side. On Sundays, to give my wife a treat, The kids and I used to hit the street. We'd grab some donuts and head for the park. Sometimes we wouldn't come back till dark. Well, that was only fair, I freely acknowledge. But hey, now our kids are both in college. Yet here I am, still out on the street, soaking up rain and killing my feet by walking this dog all over the place so my wife can have her precious space. Is this high noon? I'm Gary Cooper, facing the world with a pooper scooper. In New York City, they always say, you can get anything, any time of day. But you're looking at a man who can't get what he wants. Zabar's is out of chocolate croissants. The book review was missing from the Times. The Korean market is out of lines. The pool hall here closed up last week to make room for another ice cream boutique. You don't know a thing about suffering and pain if you haven't tried to catch a taxi in the rain. And you can wait for a bus half an hour or more because they like to travel in gangs of 4. Your folks come to town, you want to take in a show. Hey, you should have bought your tickets a year ago. Seeing foreign films was a hobby of mine, but now you pay a fortune to stand in line to get in a theater that seats 29 and listen to Vivaldi one more time. Well, the time has come to say au revoir. I promised I'd move my sister's car. My end, so to speak, begins with an interlocking theme, the violins. Sounds pretty good, but a little bare. Let's get the violas in there. Now, cellos and basses, in you go. It's time to add the continuo. Well, that's about it. That's how it ends. But remember this, my provincial friends, you may think you're knowledgeable, but you're not. In fact, you don't know diddly squat. So don't go judging carelessly. If you lived here, you'd be just like me. I've got no shame, but I've got my pride. I'm just trying to get along on the upper west side. 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 Upper
Classical rap. Peter Schickele, Professor Peter, and his latest discovery from the works of P.D.Q. Bach. That's from the album Oedipus Text. Professor Schickele, by the way, is going to be doing what is billed as the farewell tour of P.D.Q. Bach this spring. He'll be in Pasadena April 1st, which I happen to notice is April Fool's Day. Well, I've already got my tickets. This one's for Mike on 97.1 KLSX.
Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. My, how unsanitary. I'm so happy, oh so happy, I could shout with glee. The thing I've always wanted has finally come to me. Even when I was a boy, I used to ask my dad, say, why can't I have one like that? He'd say, go away, my lad. I felt so small and puny beside the other men. But what could you expect, my friends, 'cause I was only 10. Now, Pop said, if you'll be patient, son, and do your very best, I'll tell you a few secrets, and nature will do the rest. My father had a thick one, 'twas just as big as this. I used to hide and watch him as he'd flick it at a miss. My uncle had a cute one, it was so small and thin. And though the men all laughed at him, he'd say, this thing ain't tin. My grandpa had a big one, wow, was that a beaut. I give you my word of honor, it hung halfway down his suit. It makes no difference what the size, or even if it's colored, long or short, fat or thin, as long as the thing is solid. As I got a little older, mine started in to grow. Just what it would finally look like, I really didn't know. I would nurse it and pat it, and I'd give it every care. I'd stand before the mirror for hours and just stare. I'd measure it each morning. To me 'twas such a treat to find that it had grown some. That's a thrill that can't be beat. Now all my work was not in vain. They call me Dapper Dan. I've got a full-grown mustache. Today I am a man. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. My, how interesting. Move over, boys.
The Mustache Song on the Dr. Demento Show, 97.1 KLSX. That was a singer named Joe Rhines, who was popular in the 30s and into the early 40s, but he was a fairly well-respected singer, and people like him didn't always want to use their own names on the labels of records like that one, which were often sold under the counter, and so that will forever be the Mustache Song by John Ryan, okay? Bob Brown is an Australian singer-songwriter. He writes fun songs about life down under. He just came out with a new CD in Australia. We'll hear a song from that all about what ants do for thrills. And then, well, he used to use a pseudonym too, just like Joe Rhines. He used to be Captain Rock. And he had a song under that name that was quite popular on this show back in the 70s. So we'll play that one right after this one. Bob Brown, and one from his latest Australian CD, which is called Living in Australia. Here's Riding Around on Golf Balls.
I'm not a fluffy Persian cat, a prize dog or racehorse. I'm just a common garden ant who lives on a big golf course. But there is something special that I found that I can do. And if you were an ant like me, I bet you'd do it too. There are ants that work very hard and ants that like to play. There's angry ants and big bull ants that make you want to run away. There's soldier ants and ants in your pants and ants that climb up walls. But I'm the bravest ant of the lot. I'm an ant that rides on golf balls. One day when I was gathering food, I looked up from the ground. To my surprise, I saw this thing. It was big and white and round. I climbed my way right to the top to see what was up there. And then I heard this great big swish and went flying through the air. I held on tight and opened my eyes to see what I could see. I went so fast I passed a bird and almost hit a tree. When I landed softly on the grass like falling rain, I knew that I could hardly wait to do it once again. Oh, there are ants that work very hard and ants that like to play. There's angry ants and big bull ants that make you want to run away. There's soldier ants and ants in your pants and ants that climb up walls. But I'm the bravest ant of the lot. I'm an ant that rides on golf balls. I have to swim back to the shore when I land in the lake. If I end up in a bunker, I just crawl out on the rake. Riding round on golf balls is lots and lots of fun, especially when you're on a ball that gets a hole in one. Oh, there are ants that work very hard and ants that like to play. There's angry ants and big bull ants that make you want to run away. There's soldier ants and ants in your pants and ants that climb up walls. But I'm the bravest ant of the lot. I'm an ant that rides on golf balls.
Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going down the back to eat worms. Long, red, skinny ones, big, fat, juicy ones, wiggle in me tummy type worms. I like the way they wriggle as they slide down me throat. So much nicer than a turtle or a goat. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going down the back to eat worms. Take your chicken, take your steak, buttered scones and ice cream cake. I'd much rather have worms. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going down the back to eat worms. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going down the back to eat worms. Long, red, skinny one, big, fat, juicy one, wiggle in me tummy type worms. I like the way they wriggle as they slide down me throat. So much nicer than a turtle or a porcupine. Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. I'm going down the back to eat worms. I'm going down the back to eat worms.
And now, in response to numerous requests, I would like to present to you the proper technique in executing a fine belch. Known to the members of our profession as a burp. All force is exerted and pushed behind the diaphragm, and the most powerful piston-like excursion is directed downward toward the viscera, under the direction of the brain, if any. Then you must remember to open your mouth or you'll blow your brains out. And there you have it.
The end.
You are a fluke of the universe. You have no right to be
amid the noise and waste, and remember what comfort there may be in owning a piece thereof. Avoid quiet and passive persons unless you are in need of sleep. Rotate your tires. Speak glowingly of those greater than yourself, and heed well their advice, even though they be turkeys. Know what to kiss and when. Consider that two wrongs never make a right. but the 3 do. Wherever possible, put people on hold. Be comforted that in the face of all aridity and disillusionment, and despite the changing fortunes of time, there is always a big future in computer maintenance. Remember the Pueblo. Strive at all times to bend, fold, spindle, and mutilate. Know yourself. If you need help, call the FBI. Exercise caution in your daily affairs, especially with those persons closest to you. That lemon on your left, for instance. Be assured that a walk through the ocean of most souls would scarcely get your feet wet. Fall not in love, therefore. It will stick to your face. Gracefully surrender the things of youth, birds, clean air, tuna, Taiwan, and let not the sands of time get in your lunch. Hire people with hooks. For a good time, call 606-4311. Ask for candy. Take heart amid the deepening gloom that your dog is finally getting enough cheese. And reflect that whatever misfortune may be your lot, it could only be worse in Milwaukee. You are a fluke of the universe. You have no right to be here. And whether you can hear it or not, the universe is laughing behind your back. Therefore, make peace with your God, whatever you conceive him to be, hairy thunderer or cosmic muffin. With all its hopes, dreams, promises, and urban renewal, the world continues to deteriorate. Give up.
You are a fluke of the universe. You have no right to be here. Whether you can hear it or not, the universe is laughing behind your back. Is that about Saddam Hussein? Well, probably not, because if it were, that line would be, whether you can see it or not, the universe is holding its nose behind your back, something like that. Well, we will give Mr. Hussein his just emitted desserts in just a moment, but that was Deteriorata by National Lampoon, which was around before anybody ever heard of a Saddam Hussein, and will be around after it's gone. Now, that was requested by James Willis of Anaheim. The Science of a Burp, or The Making of Concerto, an excerpt from the flip side of an anonymous item we heard earlier in the show. And from Australia, Bob Brown riding around on golf balls from his latest Australian CD. And from an earlier Australian LP he did under the name of Captain Rock, we heard Worms. And speaking of worms, yes, we have some stuff about. Once again, here's Whimsical Will on the Dr. Demento Show, 97.1 KLSX.
We're here in the Persian Gulf for an exclusive interview with Iraqi Wacky So Damn Insane.
You can't stop him. He's too insane.
Mr. Insane, you've turned the world upside down and shook it up real good. What's your problem? Tell the American people exactly what it is that you want. I see there's a new sign at your border. Could you translate it, please? Mr. Insane, the world awaits your surrender. What's taking you so long?
I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee.
President Bush is on the line. Bushy, any words for So Damn Insane?
Hey, little baby, let me light your candle cold.
I see the Allied forces are testing a new weapon. Mr. Insane, Bush is out to get you. What do you intend to do?
Do the button. Everybody back and forth from side to side.
Mr. Bush, any plans for more negotiations? And what made you decide to use force? And Bush, what does the general public say about your decision? We're taking a call from a listener. Sir, what's your question? President Bush, your reply? Bush. President Bush! Bush! Mr. Insane, Bush wants you out of Kuwait. What do you say? And you plan to stick it out?
Gonna make you sweat till you bleed.
Bush? Oh, come on, guys. Look, this isn't solving anything. We're between a rock and a hard place here. You're both grown men, kiss and make up, and let's all go out for some miniature Persian golf. What do you say? So damn?
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yes! Yes! Did you hear that, Bush? Did you hear what he said? Bush!
Huh? Sorry, you have reached the number that has been disconnected.
Get it back on the line! We're this close. We're this close.
Recording an error, please
Get it back on the line!
and try your call again.
And you're nutty as a squirrel. If you think you're big and bad enough, take on the whole world. Saddam Hussein, you must be insane. Are you still in the human race? You better think twice. Your head is in a vice, and you're caught between Iraq and a hard place. Our farms are raised with lots of corn. We'll turn that into gas. Stick them in your ear. You have the horn of plenty, and you cost so much turmoil. We can also eat our corn, but you can't drink your oil. Saddam Hussein, you must be insane. Are you still in the human race? You made a mistake when you marched out the way, and you caught between Iraq and a hard place. And our planes will fill your air. There'll be guns and tanks and soldiers everywhere. You better mind your manners. There's trouble in the wind. Don't push President Bush or you'll get it in the end. Saddam Hussein, you must be insane. Are you still in the human race? You better think twice. Your head is in a vice and you're caught between Iraq and hard. Comes on the radio. Well, he was talking real tough and said your number is up and you Americans all gotta go. I pulled out my snuff, I turned to my pup and I said, will you tell me, ship, if they come after you, what would you do? And he barked and I said, yep, that's it. Kick-ass USA. Kick-ass all the way. Kick-ass, what do you say? Kick-ass USA. Kick-ass, boom, boom, boom. Kick-ass all black and blue. Kick-ass, what do you say?
a shot, show you all what I got, cause I wanna jump out of a plane. I guess you could tell I was born to raise hell, cause he laughed and he said, well, son, if what you're saying is true, Uncle Sam wants you. And then he asked me the town I was from. Help me out, everybody. USA. Hey, all the way. Hey, what do you say? Kick-ass USA. Do it again. Boom, boom, boom. All black and blue. Got hell to pay. Kick-ass USA. But I made boot camp and they gave me the stamp of approval, which means I'm insane. I break rocks in my head, I eat bullets in bed, and I chase it with 90 octane. I don't play with guns, now there's one rule of thumb some people just seem to forget. But if they ever start playing, they better start praying, cause in the immortal words of my dog, Chef, USA. Hey, all the way. Hey, what do you say? Kick-ass USA. Boom, boom, boom. All black and blue. Got hell to pay. Kick-ass USA. Kick-ass, hey, all the way. Kick-ass USA.
Kick-Ass USA by Milo Tremblay on the Dr. Demento Show. That was just released on a CD and a tape, and it's available by 800 line. I'll give you the number just a little bit later. And a Dr. Demento exclusive, Whimsical Will with Mr. Insane, and something that just came in the mail from Lansing, Michigan, Iraq in a Hard Place by Tommy and the Torpedoes. I'd like to play you one more tune from that brand new Kick-Ass USA CD by Mr. Tremblay. Here's Dear Saddam.
Dear Saddam, here I am. I'm just outside of Riyadh with a letter in my hand. My baby wants me back, but I am stuck here in the sand. It's your fault I am. Dear Saddam, dear Saddam, here I am. I'm looking up into the sky for the next Iraq attack. Your scuds or duds are patriots, know right where they are at. A boom, boom, bam, bam. Dear Saddam, well, we roll our tanks across the Kuwait sand all the way. We believe that you and your troops have worn out your stay. You dig your trenches, dig your bunkers, dig this camel breath. You aren't gonna dig your own grave if you don't pack up and get. Dear Saddam, dear Saddam, why are all your Arab neighbors wearing funny masks? Even back in Mecca, they're expecting poison gas. You don't give a damn, do ya? Dear Saddam. What's that? Me not happy? Why, I'd fly 10,000 miles just to smoke a Camel. You know, honey, them tobacco stains on my teeth are gone. Sandblasted away. Yeah, we partied down big time last night. The goat milk was just flowing. And you know, fried scorpion is delicious.
So long, Mom, I'm off to drop a bomb, so don't wait up for me. But while you swelter down there in your shelter, you can see me on your your TV. While we're attacking frontally, watch Brinkley and Huntley describing contrapuntally the cities we have lost. No need for you to miss a minute of the agonizing Holocaust. Yeah! Little Johnny Jones, he was a U.S. pilot, and no shrinking violet was he. He was mighty proud when World War III was declared. He wasn't scared, no siree. And this is what he said on his way to Armageddon. So long, Mom, I'm off to drop the bomb, so don't wait up for me. But though I may roam, I'll come back to my home, although it may be a pile of debris. Remember, Mommy, I'm off to get a commie, so send me a salami and try to smile somehow. I'll look for you when the war is over, an hour and a half from now.
Randy Newman and Lines in the Sand, a record that he made, actually a tape for radio station airplay only. Happy to share it with you. Lines in the Sand by Randy Newman, So Long Mom by Tom Lehrer. That song was written near the peak of the Vietnam War, and this new war does give it some extra resonance, doesn't it? It's from the album That Was the Year That Was, now available on CD. And Dear Saddam from the newly released Milo Tremblay compact disc. I promised you the info on that. Here is the number. You can call this with your MasterCard or Visa in hand if you desire. 1-800-848-8900. That's 1-800-848-8900 for Milo Tremblay. Now, I have nothing to do with this, and this is between you and Milo, but many listeners have asked me to give info on things I play that are hard to find. 1-800-848-8900. Let me take a moment to say hello, and we love you, and Kick-Ass USA, and don't forget to stay demented. Anyone who might be hearing me on tape or by any other means in the Gulf, we're with you, praying for you. We want you home. Right now, with Valentine's Day right around the corner, time to take the advice of the great Scottish entertainer Sir Harry Lauder on a record that he made right when World War I was drawing to a close.
Don't let us sing about war anymore. more. Just let us sing of love.
Indeed. Harry, happy Valentine's Day to everybody from all of us here at 97.1 KLSX Los Angeles. Let's have some love songs.
Hey, babe, you want a boogie? Boogie, woogie, woogie with me. Hey, babe, you want a boogie? Boogie, woogie, woogie with me. We can boogie over here, we can boogie over there. Come on, babe, we can boogie everywhere. Hey, babe, you want a boogie? Boogie, woogie, woogie with me. Hey, babe, you want a boogie? Boogie, woogie, woogie with me. Hey, babe, you want a boogie? Boogie, woogie, woogie with me. We can boogie in the house, we can boogie in the yard. Come on, baby, it ain't very hard. Hey, babe, I want a boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey, babe, you want a boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey, babe, you want a boogie woogie woogie with me. We can boogie in the living room, boogie in the den. Come on, baby, let's do it all again. Hey, babe, I want a boogie woogie woogie with me. Boogie woogie woogie with me.
John, Marcia, John, Marcia, John, Marcia, John, Marcia. John! Marcia. John! Marcia. John? John, Marcia, John, Marcia, Marcia, John, Marcia, John, Marcia. Oh, Marcia, Marcia. John, John. Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. John, John, John. Marcia, 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 Marcia. John, 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 John. Marcia. John. Marcia.
Stand.